What's up guys, Kyle here, and just 24 hours after unboxing the Oneplus X, I've come up with my list of the top 5 things I hate about this phone. Now just to bear in mind, this phone has surpassed my expectations on almost every level, and this is just my top 5 things that was really hard to come up with, things that people may not like about this phone. Alright, now to start off, the volume rocker is above the power button on the right side. And now where my hand naturally goes is at the very top of the volume rocker, which makes pressing the power button really, really low and makes it pretty uncomfortable to actually get to on the phone. And to make matters worse, when you have this in the case, it's actually got this ridge right here that continues along the bottom and has a small dip, and it makes the height of all the buttons kind of meld together, and it makes it really hard to detect which one is the power button. I mean, I constantly press, the volume button to turn it on. The problem I have with this phone is the thinness. With a 5-inch screen and how thin it is, it makes the phone really, really uncomfortable to hold without the case, that comes with it. And I mean, it's one thing to, push this phone out and call it the Oneplus X and make it, thin and premium. But when you have to put a case on it anyway, I feel like they should have put more attention to the feel of the phone. They could have added that, thicker battery and made it more ergonomic and, easier to hold. I definitely wouldn't have minded an extra couple millimeters in here if it went, straight to battery. Now, also touching on the subject of the screen, this thing is a 5-inch AMOLED display. And I don't know if you can tell, but the even in the YouTube app, it's, so saturated that the red on top makes it, almost look orange is how saturated it is. And that's definitely my preference. I like that, but I know a lot of people like, true to life colors, which this thing is pretty far from. All right, another thing wrong with this phone is the internals on this phone are exactly the same as the OnePlus One, down to the Snapdragon 801 processor, the 3 gigs of RAM, minus the size of the battery. But they've already produced this same phone a year and a half ago. My question is, the OnePlus One had LTE in it for T-Mobile and AT&T. This phone does not. I even got a text from AT&T thinking that this is a 2G phone and that it'll no longer work December 2016. So this phone has just different LTE bands than the OnePlus One does. It does have LTE in it, but none of those bands are supported by AT&T. All right, now the last thing I don't like about this phone is it has some baked-in battery-saving features, which definitely help you when you're not using the phone or it's in your pocket. It really helps save a lot of battery. The part I don't like is some of these features you can't turn off. A lot of the stuff, it just kills the process right in the background, so you don't really have the option. I was updating apps right when I got it, and it updated about 4 apps. I locked the phone, waited about an hour, turned it back on, and it was exactly the same spot where it was when I left it. So it's not really doing stuff in the background. It assumes when the phone is off, it kills everything in the background. And that's a lot what the HTC One M7 and M8 had baked into it. If you set that phone down and picked it up, it was exactly the same percentage that you left it at, which is good, and it's probably good for a lot of people, but I want the option, to turn that off. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been my top 5 things I don't like about the OnePlus X. Leave a comment below, and I'm also going to do a video on the top 5 things that I do like about the OnePlus X before I come out with my review. So be sure to subscribe for that. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. And thanks for watching, guys.